Okay, well, I'm going to try in this session to be a little bit more in depth in my thought process as we go ahead and look for a game. I'm going to try to explain what I'm doing more, why I'm doing it, what other options I think are viable, and why I think what I'm doing is better than that. And ooh, need to mute my own audio. Okay. Um, why I don't think, now that I can't hear myself on some weird echo, um, the other things are as good, but also how confident I am in that assessment. Um, I may not be very interactive with commenters, but I will try to read them, probably between games. Um, Caprica down. Hopefully I'll also be able to get some more games. Nope. Um, I actually just had a really nice one where Stonemason just really controlled the game in terms of the pile pressure that it provided in both of its uses. Um, and just, ending the game out of nowhere. And that's a definite no. And see, this thing happens to me sometimes where I don't get the option of kicking. Maybe I'll go report that on their new forum bug page thing. Okay, I need to minimize some of these other windows. Minimize, minimize. Okay, this is the other one that I might want. This gets minimized. Um, okay. Okay. Got some sunlight coming in on the right side of my face, warming me up. And let's switch around to a different lobby. Council room. There's a 5K. Although these are, I don't know what the deal is with the unknowns. I think it's some issue with their system. Mercator, like the map projection system, Mayor's Law, and Wolf. It's probably a Nero Wolf reference. Don't remember what Nero Wolf is, but I remember that it's a thing. If I rearrange it this way, yeah, okay, good. Um, uh-huh. Okay, so this lobby is overfull. Oh, it's JSH, fellow YouTuber. Okay, so here's what I'm looking at this board. I know Adam often goes through and looks at um, like attacks and draw and villages and things and trashing. Um, I don't really do that. I just sort of look and see what stands out to me. Um, what's going on here is Swindler is typically very strong, but there is actually quite a lot of defense here with Market Square and Lighthouse. Um, however, I don't think you want to open Lighthouse because the issue is Market Square and Lighthouse as defenses don't work well together. So you can maybe try to do something with Market Square and Trade Route. There's also Great Hall and Vagrant to help this sort of green strategy. Um, but I have to think that that's going to be really slow. There is no way to get any kind of draw engine up here. Vagrant Great Hall would be the way, but that's only marginally better than Scout Great Hall. Interestingly enough, Vagrant is just like a better card than Scout, basically, even if you disregard the cost. I mean, that's not always true, but it's true like 90+% of the time. I think I just want to go Swindler here. If he goes double Lighthouse, then I can just go Swindler Silver, and I haven't really cost myself anything. If he also gets a Swindler, then I'll have to look at what I want to do. I sort of expect him to do that here. I could either go for Market Square and try to argue that, um, yeah, okay, so he's just trying to defend a lot. That's fine. I typically like going double Swindler out of the opening. Maybe that's not good because he has a number of defenses. So let's just get a silver. Um, and this is very nice. Gold here, and then here I'm going to get, I think another Swindler. Um, although I could also start getting lighthouses to try to defend myself. I think this is just a little bit better. He is going to defend himself up. That's fine. Treasury is sort of an obvious call on 5. I think he's potentially looking at doing something else. The problem is you don't want to bend yourself over backwards trying to defend from their attacks, and yeah, he's really going hard on the Swindlers now. You don't want to bend yourself over backwards trying to defend from their attacks because they can just go with something normal and be fine. Hitting these lighthouses is really nice. He's probably giving me a duchy here. That's okay. Trade route is actually going to be a thing for sure at this point. Though it's unlikely that I'm going to be buying one anytime soon. But trade route would go with him with his market square. For him, I should say, not with him. This is going to be back to estate. I have to assume he won't give me secret chamber. It's a pretty good defense. It's a terrible card and something that you might want to swindler them into, but it's quite a bad defense against, it's not quite a bad, it's quite a decent defense against. And if he would have flipped this card over, I wouldn't be playing this treasury. Probably shouldn't have anyway, because I should have known that, but I don't want to trigger that shuffle with all of those good cards. Here I'm probably just going to get province again. I expect him to go 5-2 probably. Trade route is clearly going to be worth quite a lot here. And he goes ahead and gets one and a Great Hall. I'm going to want to move in on some trade routes quite soon. In fact, possibly here even. Yeah, I think even over that. And him hitting my estates is quite fortunate for me. He gives me embargo. I have to think that that's a mistake. I still think that it's got to be estate is the worst. I'm going to get another trade route because why not? Swindlering a swindler into, he probably gives me a silver or a Great Hall. I think Great Hall was the correct call there, but it's a little bit unclear. Okay, so we do have the VP tracker on. 2, 5, this will get me up to 7, but it'll get the embargo out of my deck. That's pretty nice. Let's just go ahead and embargo those and pick up a gold. Putting the treasuries on my deck. With so many treasuries, yeah, I mean, duchy, I don't really want him getting duchy. I like being able to have my duchy. Let's go ahead and not play the swindler since he's defended against it and I don't need the money. So here I can trade root a curse and buy a province. I'm in excellent shape. He can either go double estate or Great Hall here probably. Let's check out what the score is after he makes his move. He goes double estate. And I'm up by a couple points even before I do this. Yeah. So I'm in quite good shape. Duchy Estate is the most points, but I get to give him some curses. His deck gets a lot worse. His deck should be actually quite weak at this point. Um, I think I just need to focus down on getting one of these provinces, so I want to keep my treasuries on my deck. Yeah. So if I would have bought like a duchy there, that's only 2 points, which doesn't do a lot because it's probably going to come down to who gets both these provinces. And while my opponent can steal one, I doubt he can steal two. I guess if he swindlers a province into a province and then buys one, that's sort of his best chance. But at this point, I'm not terribly concerned. If I get one of these two provinces, I basically just win. And keeping the treasuries on my deck is very good for that. The plus thing about for him about getting duchies is that he can potentially trash these. Um, yeah, and that's the correct play because he needs to get both of them. Unfortunately for him, it isn't going to work out. And I'm not going to play this in case I hit province into province, although it doesn't matter here. But just buying it's a little bit safer. Um, so I wanted to leave the treasuries on my deck because I wanted to get to one of the provinces as absolutely fast as possible. And keeping the treasuries on my deck gives me another extra couple of cash every turn. Um, okay, so hopefully I've explained my thought process decently there. No one's leaving any comments. That's fine. Um, okay. Cultist is oppressively powerful. Death card is a nice, well, nice-ish little counter, but there isn't a lot going on this board. These are just the ruins. The only plus buy comes from the only plus buys come from the ruins and outpost, but there's no trashing, so I don't think a huge engine is super likely to work out. I think you want to go courtyard and money into. I don't know how good of a counter death card is to cultist, but I can't imagine it's a good enough counter that you want to just like um not go cultist because 10 ruins is just a lot. So I think I want to go courtyard silver and sort of toe the line, getting some cultists and really seeing what my opponent does. You can go Apothecary, but a lot of ruins is not going to be good for that. It's going to gum up an Apothecary engine a lot, so I don't think that's very good. Now, he's gone Courtyard, so I'm going to open Courtyard. If he would have gone almost anything else, I would have opened Silver, just to try to hide what I'm doing from my opponent a little bit, um, as much as I can. And here I'm pretty sure I want to get Silver again. Sort of unfortunate to not get my courtyard yet, but them's the shakes. Um, so we're in very similar situations. He may be going for villages and trying to build more of an engine. I don't think I like that. I think I'm going to get a cultist, probably about two, and then switch over to death carts and try to navigate on that basis. So I would like exactly 5 here. So I'm gonna, because I don't think I want King's Court. This is something to consider, but I don't think I'm gonna have really great action, so I'd rather just have the cultist. Um, yeah, and so now I have this question of what to do here, but I think the answer is silver. He gets another cultist here, but he hasn't been able to play his cultist. He's probably going to chain them now. Oh, he can't chain. That's quite nice for me. See, I don't think I would get the third cultist there. I think I would get uh, gold. He's gonna get a fourth one here. Yeah. So this is okay. I'm gonna go ahead and get my gold now. The idea is here. Yeah, the ruins are gonna go fairly soon, and then I'm gonna be switching into death cards. I gotta play the courtyard here, I think, because it's very unlikely that I draw the other cultist here. Of course, as I say that, that's exactly what happens. Yeah, I could go for another one. I guess I am, just largely because they're actually quite good if you trash them to the death cards, because they have the on-trash benefit. Here he has 8. He should probably just get province. Um, yeah, people like getting gold. That's quite a fashionable thing to do. I'm not a huge fan of it. Um, I think I go ahead and just get the death cart here, and it seems like he's very, oh, well, he did it himself, so I'm definitely doing it. Yeah. Um, is death cart better than gold? That's the question I need to ask myself now. It's 2 cards turns into 5. Um, that probably is better. And now, do I want a Pearl Diver or a Courtyard? I want the Pearl Diver. I don't have so much draw that the gold would be a huge upgrade. Uh, well, I stick the gold back just because I'm trying to maximize the big hands that are very big and good, more than just getting consistent hands. Cultists, cultists. Fortunately, I'm able to get up to 8 here. And hopefully my death cards are going to start coming through for me. Yeah, so this is probably a province for him. Anytime you can death card a cultist, that's pretty nice. And I'm pretty sure we're in like pretty full green mode. Got a little behind towards the beginning of this game, and there's not a lot I can do, I don't think, at this point. That's pretty lousy. Yeah, I don't have a lot of choice. Here I'm just getting an estate. But yeah, I was just a little bit behind and it tends to snowball. It was very much a mirror match. Um, Gets the death cart. There's some small chance that that estate can help me. Seems very unlikely. Okay, um, most likely it won't, because most likely I need the provinces. So here I can death cart the cultist, and I just need to draw any one money to get up to province. Of course, my opponent is probably getting there very soon. I know that I have death cart here. So I have this province if I can get there before my opponent. Obviously no PPR considerations really. Okay, now let's double check that this is winning. Yeah, because our decks are not good enough to worry too much about the PPR. So I luck out in the end. Um, the second death cart, earlier, I think is pretty much right over the gold because it's just more money, but I don't think that that's a huge thing. I don't like getting quite so many cultists as my opponent did because uh, after all the ruins are gone, it's not worth all that much, and you want to be able to death cart them. But I think mostly I had a little bit of bad luck to start, and then very good luck at the end in order to be able to win this. Um, okay. I mean, that was a pretty much playing on the margins kind of game. Um, you know, the I say the bad luck I had at the beginning. I think that was actually largely a first turn kind of luck, but I also the courtyard on turn 4 is not as good as on turn 3. Although actually, maybe in this case it's better. Triggering the shuffle. Hmm, yeah, because you get around back faster. I'm not sure. I'd have to think about that, and I think I'd rather just go on with another game. Oh yes, I was going to go to La Outpost. She can't say no in a game. Okay. Looks like about the 30-second delay. And oh, it's doing this thing. Hate it when it does this thing. It's about the third time it's done this on me this morning. Um, yeah. Oh, I don't need to leave that. Fortunately, I gotta get out of it that way. Um, except, yeah, it's this issue. I think I just need to, okay. I think I need to refresh. We'll try this now. Um, dun 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 dun. Dun. Hmm. Yeah, they've definitely got some bugs. I'm not sure how that works or what's happening. Um, that's a nice Minnesota Twins cap that John Schuster is watching. Uh-huh. Okay. Fantastic. So this is still not working. Uh-huh. Hey, there we go. Cool. 5-2. Yeah, okay, so on this board, there's somewhat of a question whether you want to try to trash through or uh, whether you want to trash through or just go for like mountebanks and hagglers. Um, Now, and well, the mountebanks and then the other nice 5 costs. Um, if you want to try to trash through, you're gonna get upgrade. And are we playing with shelters? We're playing with estates. Yeah, none of these are Dark Ages. Merchant Guild is not Dark Ages. That's guilds. So, um, okay. So I've got a 5-2. This is a reasonable question since it's obviously just taken so long to get the thing going. Um, The question is whether I want upgrade, mountebank, or possibly even haggler here. I don't think you want apprentice. Upgrade is just better at trashing you, and you want to trash the coppers mostly, so that then you can get the curses to block each other. I guess there's not really enough draw for an engine, so I'm more inclined to go for haggler or mountebank. Now, haggler, the reason that I would go for it would be open haggler nothing, and on the next shuffle between the haggler and my coin token, hope to be able to get gold mountebank. I sort of like that, but it is really dangerous to get behind on the cursing. But let's go for something fun. Well, let's see. Okay, no, let's be serious. Do I want haggler or do I want mountebank? This gives out 2 junk cards, 2 junk cards, 2 junk cards. This is good. It gets I actually think this might be the correct play. I'm going to keep my token because it's not super important to get. Okay. And now I'm going to get fishing villages. This is actually quite nice for me that I got to shuffle before that came through. Yeah, I still think fishing village here. This is going to be feast and fishing village. Feast is not bad because there's so many 5 costs you want. Now these missed the shuffle for me too, so that's less good, but I am going to get gold and I think another mountebank here. I'm not going to bother trying to do the upgrade thing. I don't think it's worth it. Um, Especially we might be able to go for a 3 pile ending. There is Apprentice, I guess, but I don't really believe in it. Let's get another haggler. Getting which 5 cost? See, if there were some draw, I think I would like this trashing plan. But without the draw, I don't really believe in the engine. Um, I'm hitting 7 some here. 2 piles are obviously going to run out pretty quickly. It's just whether the third, I mean, curses are going to run, fishing villages have already run. It's just whether the third comes through. Gold and, yeah, what's the correct pile to try to attack here? I guess haggler, and then we can get apprentice at the right moment, possibly. Gonna obviously pick up a feast here. This is gonna be gold and apprentice. Golden baker, okay, interesting. And no curse blocks so far. Might be able to go after feasts. Pretty sure I need to play this mountebank here over the haggler. Sort of unfortunate that I'm not playing. Wow, this is a lot of gainage. Gold and gold, okay. Yup. So this is haggler apprentice is a nice little combo. My opponent has trashed a couple curses. 14 province and gold. Yeah. Okay. I think it's got to be a silver. Probably getting mountebanked here, and it's looking like because of the apprentices, this engine's still going to work out. Yeah, like I was saying, draw, and I just underestimated the ability of apprentice to be that draw. Gaining duchy. And just apprentice at this point. And we're going for all points. The game is going to end on provinces. Probably losing here, especially because those are two more curses. Obviously doing this. 9. Duchy. Okay, well that's good news. It's also like wrong, right? Should just go for province, I think. Probably winning either way for my opponent. But maybe I could have like tied her, tied him. I always say her because the stupid avatar. Um, yeah, so the trashing plan works anyway. That's a weird thing to upgrade. Probably losing right here. 8. 14 is just going to be province and duchy, but that's obviously more than enough. Duchy and feast. Yeah, so, okay, I mean, I have to do this, but I'm obviously going to lose anyway. Ooh, that's even a little bit of, yeah. Okay, so trashing plan works. And it's just, I think it just goes to show you that cursing is not as strong as we once thought. It's still really good, don't get me wrong. But, um, yeah, maybe Haggler into a curse. I don't know. I really liked getting the gold early, but maybe it's not correct. Okay, this, well, it's obviously an engine. I think you want Alter Minion. I'm not so worried about winning so many villages. Would prefer to be able to get to 5 more reliably. That's very nice for my opponent. I'm actually also not so worried about the trashing. I'm not going to get count. I'd prefer to get alter. Going for tactician. I think I want a minion engine. Do I want a tactician? I have 3 money in my deck, plus the original 10. Yeah, I can double 5. I don't know, I also have a fishing village. I can 6 and 5. Yeah, that's good. So here I'm gonna get a minion. Not gonna bother trashing, because Alter will be able to do that just fine for me. Duchess is not a bad card. Alter and minion. And I'm just going to try to get as many minions and markets, a second tactician, and go from there. It's possible to go for like a hunting grounds engine, but I think you would prefer to not do that because it's also possible that I just don't go for tactician really at all, and possibly it was a mistake to do that even. Could discard 2 things and trash a lot. No, just taking the cash. That seems strange, but I guess they like 8. Let's attack. Tactician. Very good. Fishing village. Take. And if I attack, get back to all this stuff faster. Let's do that. I think I want the second altar. I don't want another Duchess. I am running a little bit low on actions. Okay. But just I want all the 5 costs. So I realized I was probably taking a money hit by attacking, but I think it was correct to do so anyway. Second tactician, okay. And flip. Alter for another minion. Let's get, I think 2 altars is plenty. Here I can spike a fishing village. And we're going on a similar bent. I'm going to want markets at some point, but I'm not terribly worried since I have altars to get me extra gains at this point. Piles that can run out. Well, Duchy Duchess can also always run out together. Minions are low, fishing villages are low. I expect markets will get low. But I don't really expect that to be so much of an issue. Although the count does give, Duchy opportunities. Okay, this is fine. $12 is going to be minion and the last minion and a Duchess. Okay, that's fine. We're just going to keep all this, get market, and market. Go ahead and start spiking some points. Pretty soon we'll flip to duchies. Might get another tactician first. Yeah, that's going to be a consideration. Second count, interesting. Fully expect to get attacked here at the end. Potentially, unless the other tactician is in this hand. Yeah. Ouch, this is awful. Not that it really matters, I guess, because I'm liable to get attacked again anyway. Double province Duchess. Yeah. So my opponent's a little bit faster. Probably the second tactician was the big factor here. There really isn't anything other than the engine. Why did I go for the minion engine over the hunting grounds? Yeah, I don't really know. It's easier to get a lot of them with the altars, I guess. Um, Works with the Duchess. Fishing village. Just gotta get lucky at this point. So I'm gonna play to do to that. I'm down by a couple provinces. There's always the potential for 3 piles on duchesses and fishing villages that you have to watch out for a tiny bit, but I'm mostly just scrambling for points. I fully expect this to gain a duchy. Not sure what it's going to trash. Okay, that's slightly strange. Province, duchy, duchess. Yeah, probably also, I guess, it is correct to get the um, get the count for the trashing. That's the big difference in this game, yeah. Um, so, like, I'm clearly behind, but a dud hand and I'd be okay. Mind you, there's no way that with this double tactician in that deck that he has, he's never getting a dud. What? So why would you gain Duchess when you can gain Duchy into Duchess? I don't understand. Like, you're trying to run out that pile, right? But Duchy gets you points and does the same thing. Which is also why, if I was thinking, I shouldn't have taken said Duchess on my turn. So here you do whatever you do. You discard if you have that, whatever. You gain a Duchy, you gain a Duchess. You province and well, you can double province, doesn't matter. Okay, yeah. So that's pretty crushing. It's probably down to the count. I consistently underrate trashing, it looks like. Okay. So here there's Mountebank and Cultist, Doctor, Candlestick Maker. I think Mountebank gets the nod over Cultist. There's potentially like Doctor Market Square. I don't believe in that. Let's go Fishing Village. Yeah, if I would have had 4 on turn 1, I think I would have done that, but I didn't. Silver, so I have a better shot at getting to Mountebank here. I think that's correct. Yeah, you want Candlestick Maker if it's that or nothing. But ooh, I even get double 5. This is incredibly fortunate. 1, 3, and I'm going to get another mountebank here. Going to look to get more fishing villages at some point, obviously. This is gold. This should be gold. Cultist. Be my guest in getting that. More than happy for you to do that. Fishing village. I'm going to be looking for a 3-pile ending. It's totally fine. 5, another cultist. Well, you're keeping your deck somewhat thin. I guess the doctor is pretty decent at that, but here I know you can block because I've seen this curse. Spends 1, gets a mountebank. Interesting. Okay. Provence. Okay. Another cultist. Uh-huh. More gold. Looking to do farmland tricks at the right moment. So like here I'm going to farmland ruin village into a candlestick maker. Probably isn't going to spend 3. Yeah. I'm going to do the same thing here, just with obviously the survivors instead. And I'm going to do the same thing here with the abandoned mine. Yeah, let's do this. So it's a little bit of a question. Could also be doing it on um, getting estates, which would be good points-wise, but there's some more curses. Probably spends 1 and gets a province here. Okay, I'm up 13 to 4. Um, hmm. My options here are candlestick maker. I think I just go for the tunnel though. I think farmland's the most likely next thing to run out for me. So I think I just want the points. Mountebank, yup. 8 province. Well, I can do this. Now I will be getting gonna play Candlestick Maker, abandon mine, my money, buy farmland, trash this into a state. 3 tokens for a province. That doctor has done marvels, which is quite annoying. Actually, I probably just buy duchy here. as awful as that is. Um, yeah, I may be able to province again soon enough. Surprised at how well the doctor has kept that deck clean. Should be having some mountebanks of my own come up here. Here's obviously going to be another province. Um, Doctor is just usually not that good of a trasher. So again, we see the theme of me getting killed off of trashing. I still generally think mountebank is stronger here than cultist, although maybe you go for mountebank or two into the cultist. I think you probably should have just gone for duchy there, or for province, rather. Okay, so here I gotta get farmland, right? I mean, I'm losing no matter what. This is going to be a province, no question. And I'm going to get a province as well. Well, okay. Oh wow, I'm much closer than I thought. Just sort of horrible. Um, yeah, I can't do what I would like to do because what I would like to do is gives loses and actually have some weird chance of winning if I don't do that. So not doing it is the plan. What I would have liked to have done is farmland into province there, but it loses pretty badly, so we'll see if my opponent can get both the farmlands here. Yeah, and trashes enough stuff to be fine. You've got to be buying farmland and you have something to trash that doesn't lose for you. Yeah, okay, trashing a province and it was still a 1 point. Yeah. Yeah. Hmm. So I've been doing really badly in mountebank games and cultist games against She Can't Say No. Go. Well, this is nice at least. Chapel. And it's going to be a butcher. Familiar's not really going to be a thing. Um, oh, well, this is less nice. This is also not at all nice because I would like to be able to get some more money. Um, do I go forager? I guess I go forager. Could also just go silver. But I think we're going to go for something with quarries. Um, yeah, we want to do something with quarries and get cities and butchers. Um, have to be cognizant of making sure I'm going to have enough fuel for these foragers, I guess. The altar was probably a bad call in that respect. Um, oh well. Try to butcher it into a province soon. I want to get another butcher and then go. I guess I feel like I am a bit ahead here though. I use a token. I can get butcher and butcher and a copper for more fuel. Province, this, get a city. And just try to butcher my way to victory very, very, very fast just by butchering expensive things into other expensive things before these cities are a factor. I'm quite happy he got and trashed that silver. It's given me a lot of money and he doesn't have a forager. So um, he's doing something or trying to do something with cities. Um, I am not very concerned about that. Okay, butcher, 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 and use 6 tokens to get a province. I mean, this is kind of the idea. Butcher provinces into provinces and just win the game too fast. Yeah, I mean, he's going to be drawing his deck. He doesn't even need the extra level cities, so I'm terribly unworried about them. They're never going to get to level 3. Totally doesn't matter if they did. Um, yeah, okay. And uses 1 and gets another 5 cost. I mean, if they get to the last level, that's something, but... Oh... Pretty sure I want to butcher province into province. Forager for this quarry. 3. Don't want to use any of my tokens particularly. Let's just get a silver, which may be useful at some moment, and a copper, which again may be useful at some moment to trash. And in fact, emptying the cities is going to be more useful for me because he's drawing his deck anyway. He should be butchering his altar here fairly soon. Because he can do that, I don't have such a huge lead. But his economy is actually just super weak. I have 3 butchers. He only has 2. Okay, he can get another one here. And, well, there's the last city. That's really quite nice for me. Um, yeah, I think this is just a mistake on his part, not realizing that the level 2 cities actually don't help him at all. And they help me rather a lot. Um, the sort of funny thing is you can butcher and then redraw now in his situation, but I have a points lead, so that doesn't really help him. I mean, he can definitely run the piles next turn and do something maybe with those extra cities, but Nah, I mean, okay. So I want a forager. Let's see. If I forager the forager, that gets me to 6, 8, 6, 7, 8. I can butcher into this. I'll have 3 provinces. There'll be 3 provinces left. Will he be able to get 3 provinces? Will he be able to get 5? See if I forager. Okay, here's where I really need to calculate this endgame. He's going to be able to. How many cities does he have? Plays 1. He played them all last turn. 2, 3. Oh shoot, now I've done it. Last turn. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So he has 7 in his deck. And he has 3 butchers. 7. He has 2 altars. So he plays city, city. Butchers into province, butchers into province. He can get probably 3 provinces. So I need to not get too many provinces right now. Okay. I butcher the butcher into a duchy. I just get 1 province here. Pretty sure that that's correct. He's not going to be able to win right now. I don't think he can get 4 provinces. If he could get 4 provinces, I was losing anyway. I think he can maybe get 3, but just not 4. Maybe I should have gone for the... Was it possibly correct to go for more? Let's see, right now I have 3 provinces and a duchy. Gains a butcher. You can butcher into butcher, say. Get rid of the butchers and then have some money off your cities. Um, I'm going to be able to get province estate if that's going to win. Probably he just can't, he just needs to not pull the trigger right now. Yeah, this is the kind of endgame calculations that really separate the really, really good players from weaker players. By the way, familiar is just not a thing here. Forager and Chapel and Altar is just going to trash way too much, and it's sort of slow. Quarry and Forager sort of work well together. Sort of maybe preempt Chapel, except on a 2/5 start. Uh-uh. I don't really like the city plan so much because he was able to draw his deck anyway. And I was hoping to be able to just butcher things a little bit faster. My butchers didn't line up with my provinces as much as I would have liked. And it's like a little bit dangerous. Okay, obviously my opponent has to calculate some stuff here. 4 tokens over there. Only has 1 altar now to be able to butcher into a province. I think it's just that the thing is you can't go off this turn and has to hope that I can't put it out of reach on my turn. But I'm pretty sure that that is the case. Possibly I cashed in a little bit too much on my last turn. I have to contemplate, but I will probably be playing my city and looking to butcher a province next turn and then do something like buy something. But I suppose I might be butchering my city. My last 6 cards are I have another province, a silver, a copper, butcher. So province, silver, copper, butcher, forager, and province, silver, copper, butcher, forager, and altar. No, I already trashed my altar. Province, silver, copper, butcher, forager, and another city. Um, Turning a city into a province. Okay, that doesn't look like a forced win though. So actually what I'll probably be doing on my turn is butchering city into province and probably buying an estate. So I have 2 butchers and there's 1 in the trash. Has he found a forced win? That gets him 2. Maybe he's tying here. Three and 1 more butcher play. But I don't think there's any money and no extra buys. Who went first? I did, so I think this is a play for the tie. Possibly invalidating my strategy. Obviously, I'm winning if the game doesn't end here at this point. Pretty sure of that anyway. Okay. Okay, so let's just make sure I have this right. 21 to 9. I can get this province and an estate. That'll give me 28 to 9. He will have to get the last province. That'll make it 15. And then he needs 15 points, which would be 5 duchies, which he can probably do. Because he has enough cities. He has 4 butchers and 2 altars. That he can 1, 2, 3, 4. He can just gain 4 and then be able to buy a 5th. Um, I think that wins. So I'm more likely to be, let's see, if I hmm, if I play the city, I draw 2 cards. They are Province, Silver, Copper. Those don't help me at all. Um, Forager doesn't help me much. Butcher wins. So we have a 1/3 chance in just winning and drawing the Butcher. And another city, which pretty much just wins. So I have 2 chances to get either of the 2 out of the 6 cards. That's pretty good. Okay, let me see. I gotta calculate whether he can actually get the 5. He has 4 butchers. Uh, how many cities? I have 2. There's 2 in the trash, which means that he has 6. Um, he has 6 cities. He plays 5 of them. He plays butcher to get a province. He plays butcher to get a duchy. He plays butcher. So butchers and alter to get a province. Butchers and alter to get a duchy. He has 2 butchers. 3 butchers left. He plays 2 more butchers to get duchies 2 and 3. Another butcher. Butchering what into duchy number 4? He doesn't have enough gains? He doesn't have enough gains? I think that's correct. I think he can only get, I think he's a card short, but of course, if he draws right, then he's going to be okay. If I do it this way, I think I'm going to play it. Oh, and I win. I actually got both of them. Okay. Okay. I'm not sure whether I needed to play that or not. That is something I should be able to calculate better than I did. I think I was fine not doing it. I think, but I wasn't very confident in that. Because the issue is also then if he just draws well enough, then he's going to be fine. But I think just going for trashing the city there, I was going to be winning by the 1 point. Okay, here it looks like an engine. There's council room and junk dealer and village. We want ironworks to get villages? Do we? No, we want silver fortune teller. Maybe we wanted fortune teller wishing well. Yeah, I actually don't think we need so many of these cheap guys. We want to hurry to an altar. Yeah. Okay, sweet. I hit my altar. Very, very good. I'm just gonna buy villages. I want adjunct dealer. Do I want a second altar? No, not really. I'd rather just have the junk dealer. And council room up. This is going to be another village. Okay, so we're in reasonably comparable position. Um, just get a village. Village. And okay, denying the piles. It's not a big deal then. Happy I got what I did. Um, but I don't need that many actions. I can actually just trash my altar pretty much at will now. I'm kind of toying around with the idea of getting a beggar. Oh, that hurts. Because it passed both those council rooms, that hurts. Um, Toying around with using beggar for money. Let's use ironworks instead. Okay. Well, yeah, passing both my council rooms was no good. Um, 8 province. Got to get the province here. Helps you with piles. Well, I mean, piles aren't really likely to run super soon. Come on, council room. That's no good. Got to get a gold. Need some economy. Probably getting fortune tellered, which improves my chances of getting a village here. No. And yes, this is not exactly good. Well, yeah. Wishing well beggar. That's going to be my engine. Um, hey, okay. Um, yeah, I'm in kind of a rough shape. The bad shuffle or two there. Mind you, my opponent just played perfectly fine as well. On the plus side, I'm pretty sure I am going to draw my deck here. On the minus side, there's some chance that these piles both run. No, okay. 14 stands pat and gets province gold. Yes, I'm in very bad shape. Village. Council room. Village. Ironworks beggar. Junk dealer and altar. 3 buys. This and this and this. The estate might be useful. I don't know. I kind of expect to just lose right here, but if I don't, then I really expect to win. But I think I was pretty much losing anyway. Is there enough money in that deck to get 3 provinces? There's 18 before and gained a few. I don't think there is. That's super nice. However, I'm in pretty bad shape. Probably I shouldn't have trashed that altar because I'm going to need it for duchies. That was stupid. On the plus side, I can actually get a lot of money to buy a lot of duchies. I have 4 buys though. That's not enough. It's not enough. It's not enough. But I can. Ironwork's a candlestick maker to get another one. Oh, wait. Maybe my opponent has enough tokens? No, probably not. I think it's 1 money short or something. Because it was 18 last turn. This can go up to 23. Certainly not more. Actually, maybe less because the junk dealer. Well, maybe if you ironwork's the right thing. Are there enough actions? Probably there is a forced win. This is probably what he's considering. If he ironworks is silver, junk dealer, and then trashes probably the other junk dealer, then plays fortune teller and has enough money. Junk dealer is a fine thing to have on the bottom of my deck. I don't really need it. This is just enough money. I'm pretty much losing here, I think, but the only chance was to not. Yeah, and here's 24. It's exactly enough. Yeah. Okay, well, I think I did give myself the best chance to win, but I was just a little bit lost there. And we've gotten this thing again. Shoot. No. Outpost. Yeah, this isn't gonna work. Oh, it did. What do you know? Warehouse tunnel is really strong. Better than going for familiar, I think. I'm not gonna bother with the forager. Um, Terminal at some point. Grave Robber doesn't do a lot for me though. Let's just get another warehouse. Herbalist is a fine terminal. And now I'm pretty much on the money plan. Yeah, this is not a good selection of having all my warehouses down at the bottom. I think I'll play them anyway. Although these last two are both warehouses. Ooh. Kind of makes me not want to. Oh, you're doing that? I'll go for a forager. Which is probably an overreaction by me. For another warehouse, okay. Copper, copper, copper. Forager, sure. Get a gold. Oh, this is never good collision. I think I actually get another tunnel. Kind of for the points. Pretty behind now, I think. There aren't two different kinds down here, so this would just get me not much. Could buy a gold, or I could get like tunnel. Um, Another warehouse. I'm gonna have enough green, I guess. I don't know. 9. That's a province. And duchy time. Stick the gold back. Lovely. This is exactly what I... is there going to be a potential for 3 piles? I mean, 2 piles here might run. I don't think this or this is running, but I have not had good luck with my warehouses and tunnels after the very beginning of the game, and I think that's really going to kill me. I mean, I can actually probably win being 2 provinces down, just not more. And it's going to need to be more. What is the points like here? Okay, so I actually need more than just both of these things. Well, that's good. That's really good. Obviously, I'm just buying province, but it also obviously doesn't matter, um, as I'm just dead lost because I need province, province, and duchy and tunnel or something like that. 6 is going to be duchy. Should be duchy. Yeah. Um, mm, maybe I should have opened warehouse tunnel, but you know what? I don't think that one was terribly badly played. I don't know, just sort of a boring. Surprisingly, I'm sort of best at engines at this point, I think. 4. Okay, so stables demands at the engine, I think. Possible that you play vault big money. Stables and throne room sort of doesn't demand the engine. Yes, let's play vault big money, which is better than merchant ship big money. Going for great hall without the hovel? I'm so confused. I am really confused. Tremendously confused. I mean, I assume you're going for some kind of procession thing. Horse Traders is not the best against vaults. This is going to be stables. Um, Poorhouse, there's just no way of trashing. Maybe going for horse stables and stables horse traders poorhouse is some kind of combo. Gold. King of the Golden Hall. This is gonna be another vault. Throne room vagrant. So going for a vagrant, Great Hall, stables, throne room engine. Gosh, is money really this dead? Well, I'm pretty sure it's correct to not play the Necropolis there. But it did not pay off for me. Oh, I have all these vaults. Somehow I missed that. Okay, whatever. I'm in very good shape, I think. My opponent seems to be very slow. Saboteur will help him, but Vagrant, uh-huh. I mean, I could get a Great Hall here, trash the hovel. Eh, so how is that compared to silver? Well, actually, just based on that, I'm just going to get the horse traders. Continue to buy expensive things. You are going for the Saboteur, and you're going to start playing it soon. Um, I should be fine. Give me a silver. Because I have just plenty of things. That can get demoted multiple times. Well, Vagrant Great Hall engine seems to be working all right. Um, Gonna get a Throne Room Saboteur. no. That's cool. Gold, please. Province. Or like double throne room wouldn't be bad. Yeah. Now I can get rid of my hovel. The key point in this position is going to be knowing when to um, do I want a poorhouse? Well, okay, if I get gold, gold, poorhouse, that gets me a province. Gold, silver, silver, poorhouse, that gets me a province. Anything else, it doesn't really help. So, gold, gold, copper, poorhouse, yeah. Um, but it's almost just worse than copper, and I would never get a copper, so I don't want it. Yeah, I think I want the horse traders. Though maybe silver is better. Let's get the silver. It's hard call. The horse traders I can react, but the silver I can draw off a vault and have it do something for me. Horse traders was probably better. Shoot. Oh well. These things do not go well together. I think I just play this vault. If I play the Necropolis and the vault, then I will have 5 cards in my hand. This will only be worth like a copper though. Let's just play the vault. It's not worth the extra. Too many cards. Yeah, so this gets to be another province. I've only had one trashed. Yeah, I wish I'd gotten this horse traders now, but oh well. This should be a great haul for me. This game's not quite over. I feel like I have a very good lead, but it's not just a foregone conclusion or anything like that. The problem my opponent has, well, there's many problems my opponent has. Let's do the coppers first so that these provinces miss the reshuffle. Um, which is important both against the Saboteur, but also just because they're bad cards to have, especially since it's a Throne Vault. Yeah. So that's 3 safe provinces. That's pretty nice. It also means that the rest of my hand should be pretty darn good. 13 here is going to be some points, maybe? Okay, no. Really going for it. Okay, let's get the horse traders over the Great Hall, I think. Processioning Vagrant. Gaining Great Hall, okay. Procession Great Hall into another procession. All right. Not really sure what the impetus for procession now is, though. I mean, I gotta start looking at getting poorhouses. They get me to 5 and duchy better. Continue to get gold because this game is not ending soon. Playing this vault will get me province. Estate, no, vagrant, okay. Now I'm all about the green. Green, 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 green. 3 provinces here is not bad. Obviously getting a duchy, getting an estate. See, I can even gain points off of some of them, off of some of these saboteur plays. That's part of why the saboteur strategy isn't that good that often. Um, Getting a great haul there. Getting a great haul there. Yeah, there's not much reason to not do this. Oh, and there was a very good reason to do it. Now I have this province. But the first thing was it was just getting me the first one. I'm just want to buy duchy anyway. So here's saboteur. But I just have way too many points. Right? There's 2 provinces down. There's 1 in my opponent's deck. I have 4. Let's get the poorhouse. Why not? Duchy, poorhouse, province. Yeah. Sometimes engines don't work. You know, it's hard to believe, but yeah, a board like that, it's just not going to happen. Uh, Vault is too fast. The engine is there, but Vault is a good big money enabler, and it's too fast. It's very easy to get trapped into the cycle of just always going for the best engine, always going for the best engine. But sometimes it's still correct to go for big money. Now I'm sure some one of you is gonna come up and show me how that's not the case, but blah blah blah. Here also there's obviously no engine, and I'm in the very lucky position of I get to give the 5-2. It's obviously an IGG game, but going second it would have been real bad for me otherwise. Pretty sure I go ahead and spend to get Militia here. Let's see. There's 8 cards in my deck. The other 8 cards are 5 coppers, a curse, an estate, and a duchess. I pretty much want to look for the duchess, so I want to discard that. And unfortunately for me, there's IGG here, which puts me pretty back-footed. Pretty sure it's correct to get Militia. Militia is pretty powerful. Unfortunately, it doesn't look like it's working out the greatest here. Collision, not important. There is potentially Harem for the long game. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I want another Militia here rather than silver or anything. This is an obvious discard. 5 is going to be another IG. Okay, too many terminals to do something other than this. Here's another IGG. This is going to be IGG for me. I'm still significantly down, mostly on the basis of first player, I think, especially with that first shuffle thing. Yeah, I'm pretty significantly down now. It's time we want to prioritize duchies over IGGs, particularly because they come with free duchesses. This is going to be 5, and, well, I think I would have gotten duchy there. On the other hand, I'm pretty far behind. IGG. So we're tied. If I get the IGG, if I don't get the IGG, I'm going to be on a bad end of a curse split. A really bad end of a curse split. Copper's not good enough. Yeah, this is province. This is quite bad for me. The question is, what do I do about it? And I think I just barrel down and try to race anyway because, oh no, very bad time for this militia. I'm unlikely to get province after this shuffle, so I just go ahead and wreck my deck and try to win right now. I mean, the other option I can get is harems, but if you're going to play for this long game, I'm not going to go for harems. I'm going to go for duchies, gaining duchesses all the time. How far behind I am? By like 5? Will it tell me? Okay, 6. Full 6. Let's put me down by 3. Never going to get that many more duchies. Got to play for a longer game. Duchy, Duchess. I think given the state that my opponent's in, you do actually want to be getting the coppers. I mean, I'm pretty much just lost here, right? Duchesses are going to run out if nothing else. Yeah, this is quite bad. Yeah, I think that should have been a duchess, but in any case, it's not going to matter much. Definitely a state for me. This is definitely going to be another estate for me. I must have like 2 provinces to win this now. That does not look like it's happening. Yeah, since 2 wins for my opponent anyway, I'm very safe in getting this duchy. No duchess, of course. Because it would have to be missing 2 here, which is, of course, possible, but very unlikely. Yeah, well, and I needed even more than that. Got behind early. Not much of a game there. Sometimes you just can't do much anything. Still no one leaving any comments. That's okay. Uh-huh. And we have this thing again. Okay. Um, here. This is an engine. Militia goes well with council room. 2-5 would be a lovely split. What's in the black market? This is very good. This is very good. This is very good. That's okay. This is very good. This is pretty good. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. A lot of good stuff in the black market, so we want black market. Um, what else do we want? Militia? Yep. Could have gone for rats, I suppose. Um, I probably have a blind spot for that card, but it's probably pretty good here. Yeah, I don't think I like Scheme there. I'll take Swindler here. Really need to start getting some villages. But it'll wait. I think I play the Swindler. Black market goes into Scheme or Silver? Silver's probably a little worse. Let's get rats. This turn I've got to be getting Hamlet, yeah? Because I'm going to need the actions. Another upgrade, a cartographer, okay. Yeah, so that's why you want Scheme, huh? Okay, well, I want a Hamlet pretty badly. Not really wanting too many black markets. They're not very good terminals to play lots of. I really want to make sure I have enough villages. Council room draws really quite plenty. You follow it up with the militia, of course. Probably going to try to stir with just the one upgrade. Okay, this would be very premium. Yeah. Easy call. And stick the Scheme back actually, because I know that the rats was in these bottom three cards, and I want to be able to upgrade rats, and I want to play rats first. So council room is what I'm looking for, but I feel like it's about time I should be getting militiaed, especially since that went down. Council room militia? No, just militia. Um, this is probably correct. I'm probably going to draw something bad. Horn of Plenty is what I think I would have gotten there over Minion. I mean, Minion's fine, of course. Here's upgrade. Hamlet, okay. That's reasonable. Well, like if I have to, yeah, and I'd rather get rid of the Swindler than the fishing village, so boo. Upgrade, please. That's a not good collision of good stuff with good stuff. Sometimes you want good stuff to go with bad stuff. I'm probably actually getting to keep all this. No, oh, he's gonna minion attack me now. He's taking it for money because he has a lot of stuff. Ghost ship would be good. You can still get another 4 cost. Upgrade or council room. Oh no, just hamlets because you need the villages. Yeah. I'm going to get my council room here. Pretty happy to have the fishing village in my deck. Still quite pretty far behind. Um, yeah, I need to get more villages, principally. I might actually just stick for a council room here. Yeah, we're gonna do that. The draw is super important. I think if I get attacked here, I'm probably putting down rats and copper. Well, that's a fine time to have the minion attack go by. This would be a fine time to get council room played. Ghost ship, not so much. A torturer? Torturer would be pretty evil. Yeah. Well, I think I just actually end up eating most of it. Yeah, another upgrade. I stick the council room back. Maybe a hamlet. I think I stick a hamlet back. Oh, a hamlet and a council room? Oh yeah, that's good. Unfortunately, the highway's over there. That's less than fortunate. Um, but I'm still doing all right. Got 2 council rooms. I have a militia. Piles aren't running around out just yet. Scheme? Okay, council room first. Scheme, of course. Rats into upgrade. Yeah, I don't really need a lot more draw. To upgrade, rats, trash the estate, rats, getting in, upgrade, upgrade. upgrade into harem, militia, black market, and my deck came together super well. That's quite nice. Procession is kind of interesting, but not really necessary. Alter, again, not super necessary. Village would be the thing that I'm most interested in, but I actually think I stick all these back. Go ahead and just chop off a province. And we stick back fishing village, council room. Let's see. The hamlet and militia go down. No, the upgrade, and militia. I might need the hamlet. Probably should have gotten gold over harem. Well, that's easy. I just gained the curse. Because I can just trash it. And now I'm getting rid of the hamlet because I can upgrade the curse. If he militias me. Which I sort of expect him to do. Black market. That's weird. Wouldn't you play militia first? Maybe he doesn't have it? Oh, he's playing two black markets. Horn of Plenty, right? Oh no, getting an embassy. I'm more than happy with that. And those are out. These aren't, well, okay, that's going to be fine. Okay, fishing village, council room, upgrade, curse, scheme, upgrade, copper, upgrade, get me a harem, done, and okay. Militia first in case I want to buy something. Black market. Do I want horde? I don't think I want tunnel. I don't think I want horde either. I think I actually just want council room. Just more draw. It's going to be important for me at the right moment. I stick back. Council room and hamlet. Where is hamlet? Hamlet. Okay. Obviously it's going to be rats, which is my last rats. It's going to be harem. And it's going to be, well, I want to keep council room, hamlet, basically. I want to draw the rats last, the harem second last, the copper first, so I can, oh, it's not going to matter because I'm going to have a council room playing. But just in case it does, it's easy. Ooh, gotta be able to look at a 3 pie lending at the right moment. Hello. Trade route looking better now. Um, yeah, I'm pretty sure I'm in pretty good command of this game. I have a lead. I think I have a better economy and a better deck. Did not think I was getting there early on. Here's the monument would be nice for my opponent to pick up. Goons is the big catch out of this deck, which should be coming up, I think. Went ahead and got the Forge. Two, three, and four. Maybe I can't count. I thought that was only 7, but oh, it is only 7, but province only costs 7, of course. So we play Hamlet here. Done. Council room. Upgrade the rats into an upgrade. Upgrade the curse. Scheme. Scheme. Hamlet. If I chop enough buys here, upgrade one of these. Can I get enough buys? I have 3. This give me 4, 5, 6. Yeah, I don't think I'm getting there to get enough curses to win. Also, my opponent just got a province, so I don't have enough points to do that, so I don't want to do that. Okay. Done discarding for a buy. Council room. The council new? Upgrading. Upgrade to harem. Province. Done. Militia. Yeah, and I don't have the buying power to just end it now. Okay. 15. This is going to be Goons, and it's going to be a province. And I'm going to have to try to remember to always bring as many actions as possible. But I can actually just get rid of the militia pretty much at will now, turn it into something bigger because I don't need to play it. I'd just rather play the Goons. I'm going to hold on to the fishing village, the council rooms. Not going to be terribly happy if I get ghost shipped here. I would rather get militia at first, or torturer at first even. Discard for sure. Actually, minion attack would be pretty bad, right? And a savvy opponent may do that to me because it's sort of an anti-scheme trick. Ooh, yay. Good, 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 good. Now if I get ghost shipped, it's not nearly so bad. Because I might actually still be able to get 2. Might still be able to get to the thing that I need to get to. Okay. Harem down first, militia next. I'm not up by that much. My opponent does have an active forge. But I have an extra province. I have 3 extra harems, and against this, there's 2 estates. No, just the one. Yeah, so I feel like I'm in pretty good shape. Copper, militia, black market. It's a province. How much money? Not much money though, right? Yeah, like none. Okay. Forge is the only thing. Okay, Hamlet. Okay. Fishing village, council room. Hamlet. Council room. Scheme. Council room. Upgrade. Militia into upgrade. Hamlet. Upgrade. I sort of want to turn this into a harem, but I could also draw more. Let's see. Check for forced win, check for forced win. 4 buys. No, I'm not going to get there. I'm not going to have enough buy. Well, wait a minute. Upgrade. Well, no, I'm not going to have enough money to buy out the harems. Yeah. Let's turn this into a harem. Just be safe on points. I have my schemes to put back council room. Is this a resignation? Okay. Yeah. Yeah, I had just a pretty significant lead there. Someone has emailed me. It's just an ad. Lovely, lovely. Still no one commenting in the live event. Okay. Okay, so here is definitely looking like an engine. Mining village, goons, library, possibly moat. We want silver and probably another silver. No, we have to get the mining village not to sling ourselves up, but because um, villages are going to be super important. Now, okay, obviously I'm going to take the goons, but number of villages is going to be really important. Yeah, I actually don't like that play because you're going to be very limited later on based on how many villages you can get. In fact, this is why I'm just going to be buying village. I'm not going to play this moat because one of these 3 cards is my goons and I don't want to miss it. I'm just going to buy another one. This is okay. I'm just going to buy village here. This is dreadful. I'm going to get another moat. Don't really want to be getting like that many moats, but village. I mean, eventually you're going to go for the, and did that just to deny me. For the library as your primary draw, which is going to mean sometimes you want to get attacked. Like here, I would love to get attacked. Please attack me. If I had a moat in my hand, I would let the attack through. Obviously want that, obviously want that. We want that because we have the village. Gonna play the goons, of course. We want to get goons and silver. Not 100% sure you don't want the library there actually, but not super big on more moats. A little bit more money wouldn't be bad. Okay, Haven, sure. I'm going to go double Haven here. That seems to be a lot of blocks. It's probably the last library I want. We gotta figure out what we're doing exactly. There is no trashing. Um, which is kind of bad. Goons number three, okay. Yeah, I think we keep all of this. If we get attacked, do we want to chop down the Haven and the moat? I mean, we'd love to. Yeah, so I think we react. Play the mining village first. Not 100% sure that was the right call. Getting coppers, okay. Keep Haven away. Yes, copper, Haven away. Moat library. Set aside. Put in hand. Set aside. Humbug. I think we want a goons here. Would love to have more villages, but don't. Okay, so what's the point situation? Here's another goons, okay. Keep, boom, boom. 368, lovely province. Still don't want to do that. Now, if it were a double goons, you bet I'd be right there. Okay, those go. Gotta watch for the 3 pile endings at the opportune moments. Keeping. Set aside. Put in hand. I'm looking for double goons. Triple goons works. I knew I had one moat that was possible, but okay. Now, obviously gonna spend all these buys. The question is, do we go on like havens? Do we get, I think, a goons? I think the correct play is goons, moat, copper, and just have 1,000,000 points. Double goons, 8, it's got to be province, copper. I have a very small lead. Yeah, unfortunately that stuff did not come in the right order. Probably this library is just about worthless. Except I want to find my goons, so I think I let an attack through here because I know I'm getting mining village and library. Haven. Okay. Okay, so this is very good. We could get province here, or we could try to end the game quicker. I'm not up by much. I'm up by like 2 points, I think. Yeah, which means I think I just go for the province and say I have a better deck for the long game, which I'm pretty sure I actually do. Okay, so my opponent is now blitzing. Here's got to be a double goons. Yeah. 6, 8, province, and coppers, so can match me. So I'm pretty happy that I did this instead of the other. Although I actually would still have been in good shape. Yeah, we just keep and we continue to play the long game. Okay, here I might not. No, I will. I will. I continue to play the long game because I can't lose the short game this way, and I should just be much better for the long game. Have a much better deck. I actually don't think I play any of these. See, there's another province. Now I'm up by some points, 8 points. And I just continue doing this. Now on this shuffle, I'm going to cash in all my villages and try to go to town. Well, see, this is not good. Or wouldn't be good. It's got to be province. Copper, okay. Dun, 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 dun. Yeah, I'm 3 points behind. So province wins for me. And this wins. Goons, goons, and victory. Yeah, I got the extra goons, which was really nice. And he could never get that goons because then I really would be threatening to end it. So playing provinces, we each made sure that lucky draws from our opponent could never win. Surprisingly, with all the coppers, the hands continued to be pretty good. I think we each just got fairly lucky there. And yeah. I don't like trashing those mining villages early, but on the other hand, I would have probably had more, so it was sort of like a village destruction. He got fewer, but it probably kept me from getting fewer, so it ends up not being a huge deal. Maybe for the first goons, it's fine. For the last thing, yeah, that was a village denial of me. That was probably the right call because it went from 3 to 5. 5-2. This is a very engine-y looking board. There's lots of components you want. Ghost ship. There isn't a lot of great draw. Everything just nets you 2 cards, nets you the equivalent of moat draw, which means you're really going to want a lot of heralds. You also want your 5 costs, so pretty sure you want to open Haggler here. And the question is, do you want to pair it with Squire or Candlestick Maker? You are going to want Foragers to help you trash. I think you pair it with Squire. No, you pair it with Candlestick Maker. Um, yeah, this is not great, but this will be fine. Haggler's really nice here. I'm just going to buy a Herald here. They're going to be the key part of my deck. Forager works well with Squire as well. You can just get like free ghost ships, say. And what do we want to build with? Herald's a pretty decent counter to Ghost Ship, but I think for the moment that's where we want to be. Later on it's going to be embassies instead. I think a second Forager here. Although it's possible I want to be playing the Herald. Probably my Forager is going to... Nope. I was going to say it was probably going to get me some money, but no, it did not. Let's just use one token and get this. Keep the other one dry. So my opponent gets a little bit of an advantage on the Forager in that I'm the one that paid for it. My opponent got the advantage from it. Let's stick these back. Get another Squire. Okay, this is not good. I actually think I still need to play the Haggler here though. Use a token, Embassy, Herald. And giving you the silver is no big problem. Yeah, I'm not in love with 3 Foragers. I think my opponent's going to get over trashed fairly soon. But then I guess the silvers from Embassy and Squire are going to help there. Um, I mean, the ghost ship attack is still, it's not nothing anyway. Um, okay, 2, this is going to give me 1 extra money. I could have could get a 5 attack, but I think I'd rather not. 3, 4, 5. I could have 6. So I could get a 2. Now, I think I just hide that I had the Squire. Um, yeah, another Haggler should be good. Obviously, Herald is the coolest, biggest thing ever. Um, yeah, that's some good skill. By which I mean I got very good luck there, of course. 8. Gonna use this token. Something and a Herald and Herald and a something. Um, actually think, let's see, Haggler's not the best choice. Let's get a duchy for some points protection. And Squire. Coup. Boo. Well, down goes a Squire. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Uh-huh. Well, there's one pile out. There's another pile that's very low. And Hagglers rule the world. I'm getting very lucky off these. Well, I'm getting somewhat lucky off these Herald hits. Um, 2 buys. Necropolis. Ghost ship. Okay, so I forage the Squire into Rogue, say. Well, I need to check for a forced win. Can I get all the ghost ships and all the Squires? I don't think so, not this turn. So let's Rogue instead, which I can be sure of hitting. That's nice. Candlestick Maker, treasures. Okay, so province and advisor, advisor, and squire. Dope. I forgot that I had multiple hagglers. That was so stupid. It was incredibly stupid. Fortunately, it seems to have worked out for me. Let's play the advisor first. Don't want to get stuck with some awkward situation going on. Yeah, I'm probably just winning here very shortly, but so advisor first. He'll probably Savvy might have actually gotten rid of the copper because the squire at the end. Anyway, advisor. Herald it up. Herald it up. Um. So squire into a ghost ship. Candlestick maker. No, 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 necro. Sure, we'll gain a silver. Haggle. 8. And a ghost ship, yeah. Ghost ship looks good. So we want to put ghost ship first. Province. So yeah, I made a pretty bad misplay, but I have a huge points lead, and it looks very likely that I'm going to be able to apply some 3 pile pressure. Potentially I'm doing this wrong. I'm misplaying the end game pretty badly here. Um, but it didn't help that I forgot how many hagglers I had in play a couple turns back. This is 7. It's going to be Duchy and Candlestick Maker, but you're not going to be happy about that. Okay. We're going to hope to not hit a forager here. I probably just chump the Duchy. but still just coppers down there. Okay, that's fine. Buys. Okay, this next. Embassy. Plop, plop, plop. Herald. Advisor. Hey, great. Okay. He probably gives me the coppers. In which case I play Ghost Ship next. Candlestick Maker. We chop the Necro. Copper. The Copper. Haggler. 13. Need 12 to end the game. So cool. So we spend all our tokens. We go Duchy, Forager, Duchy, Forager, Forager, Candlestick Maker, Forager, Candlestick Maker, end game. Cool beans. Heralds did a lot of great work for me there. Yeah, with all those reasonably playable actions and Ghost Ship to hurt a money player, it had to be an engine. Not sure why my opponent didn't really get off the ground. Okay, a little more time and then I'm gonna call it a day. But probably a few more games. Foist. Okay, here there's Steward to make an engine. Bandit camp, maybe Salvager, maybe feed him. Gonna open Steward. Steward. Vargo's not super important because there's really good trashing. Now there's a 1 in 3 chance that I draw the Steward here, which would be kind of bad. Yeah, it's not the worst thing ever though. Here I'm obviously going to grab a Bandit camp. Take the money and grab a Bandit camp. So my opponent's basically doing the same thing, of course, and is just a little bit ahead. By about a turn, which is probably going to be enough to win the game. So, draw, trash, Bandit camp, Bandit camp, Bandit camp, coins, trash, Salvager, because I kind of need the buys. Bandit camp, Bandit camp, Steward for coins. Steward for coins, salvage of spoils. That'd only give me 7. Steward for cards, Steward, aha. Steward for cards, Steward for coins, salvage of spoils, play, play, feed 'em, feed 'em. Well, this is about the only way I think I can get back into it. I don't actually think it works, but um, yeah, I probably should have drawn first. Guess it probably doesn't matter so much. Eight. Um, yeah, so hopefully I'm just fast enough now. I don't, still kept some coppers. Uh-huh. Province, obviously. You wouldn't have spent all these if you weren't going for, oh, you just want to clear out your deck. Okay, that's a little bit strange seeming to me. Cards. Do I want to salvage this? I think I do. Again, I should have drawn first. Oh, well, 10, 13, province, duchy. I guess this actually works out reasonably well. Up by a little bit. Province, province. I don't think there's, well, no, there's definitely not a triple possible because there's no 3 buys. Um, a double is actually even dangerous and would actually be hard to pull off because there's not a lot of great things for my opponent to salvage. So I'm somehow swindling this game in victory. Victory! I think I have good chances of winning. Of course, it's not a foregone conclusion at all. I have a lot of silvers in my deck. Enough to make Fiat worth 2 points. Unless I end up salvaging one, in which case they're only worth 1 point again. 4, 7, 10, province. Okay. Um, who went first? I went first, so I'm gonna draw because I'd prefer not to have a tie. If I could have gotten my Salvager profitably, then would have gone for that. Um, in this circumstance, what are my last cards? Well, I know the Salvager's down there. But Fiadum. Oh no, this was stupid. I should have gone for the money. Dang it, dang it. It doesn't matter. Now province and duchy loses. That was incredibly stupid of me. Fortunately, I'm fine. Cards, Bandit Camp, salvage, duchy gives us 8, gives us another, lose 1 point to gain 6. Or if I salvage a silver, I lose a point right there to gain 6 also. Doesn't really matter. Okay, so I totally misplayed on my penultimate turn, but it didn't matter. Sweet. The Fiatum for value and greening early enough was big. Because my opponent just had a bunch of extra money that he ended up not using, which was kind of nice for me. He kept building and building, and then I was just like, well, I'm just going to go for it, and it was fine. I also played a game which made you're not CSCN. Um, I played a game which made the thing better, which made the Salvager better. Okay. There is no engine here. There's no village. So you can thin and do Grave Robber, maybe Alter Grave Robber, maybe Alter Grave Robber Market Square. But I don't really like that. I think Harem and Silk Road are going to make your life hard when you're trying to get all of the provinces. So I'm going to go for Silver. And my opponent went Chapel. I'm going to go for another Silver in this case. Gonna watch out for Noble Brigand. um, but I'm mostly looking for hunting grounds. Yeah, but there's nothing to trash the hunting grounds to get the thing that I want out of that. Okay, Silver. Now I'm gonna look for Noble Brigands, but I am gonna go for Harems here. Yeah, here's the big thing. I'm going to poach away all your golds that you're eventually going to be wanting to get. I mean, obviously you're going for some Market Square Chapel thing, and I can just poach your golds away and be very happy. Gets a gold, gets a gold. Harem. I am sort of giving coppers though. That's sort of interesting and strange. Beautiful, but I should be able to steal a gold fairly reliably here. Wow. Well, here I should get one for sure. Well, I guess you got to react your market squares to that anyway. That's a really interesting interaction. I think I just buy green cards, right? My noble brigands will keep my economy strong enough. Province harem. Still gets a reaction. Okay. Province Silk Road. Possibly harem. I'm pretty okay with that. Just trashing the one. 6 is another hunting grounds. Interesting. Okay. Well, I think I want to get a province here. Let's check what the score is at the moment. So I have 15. That's 3, 4, and 2 of these. Yeah, I should be safe enough to do this. So that's my 10th victory card. There's my 11th victory card. Possibly I should not be getting so many provinces, but oh well. This is going to be province duchy. And has a reaction. Doesn't play it. Probably the smart move. Eight. Has to get the province. Okay, so what are we on points? Okay. No province. Oh, okay. If I would have gotten province there, that would have brought me up. No, it wouldn't have been enough anyway, right? Um, yeah. Maybe my provinces were a mistake. Maybe I should have realized the market square interaction with Noble Brigand. Yeah, I don't know. See, money games can be interesting, though. I think that was a pretty interesting game. She can't say no. No apostrophe. What up? Armory. Well, you want King's Court Engine. Forager. You really want a King's Court Engine. There's Madman. What else is in the black market? Grand Market's decent. Alter is okay. City's good. Fortress is good. Herald is good. That's not enough, though. Really want to get to King's Court. I don't think you want to go bridge. You go Silver Forager. Go for minions into King's Court. Five two, really? And take a bridge. Gonna want them eventually. Yeah. This is awful. Okay, this is better. Finally, a good attack for once. Good for me attack. Attack, 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 attack. Yeah, baby. Two good for me attacks. Getting there fast with the three foragers. Somewhat disconcerting. However, this is nice. Not there yet. I think you just need the minion. You could go for nobles. I think it's just minion. Gonna run out of cards to trash. Minion. Okay, here we go. I think I can get to King's Court here. And I am correct. Do Do I want a black market? Yeah, why not? Yes, I realize that there are some reasons why you might not want one, but I think on the whole it's worth it. Yeah, kinging a minion isn't exactly what I want to do, but I'll be okay with it. I'm going to discard here. I should be able to get a better hand if I do that. You always want to discard first in this situation rather than take the money first, because who knows, you might want to discard again. He doesn't have any bridges yet, so I'm feeling pretty good about that. Bridge, coins. Whoop. Okay, King's Court and another King's Court. Yeah, I think I want all those King's Courts first. This is actually not a very good hand. Um, I think I king the black market. Quarry is not so great. I think there's better that I could get. Oh, Outpost would actually be quite good though. Forget that. Yeah, I don't want those. And I'd rather have a bridge than any of these. Okay, so I'm probably getting attacked here, but oh well. I mean, there is some thought to getting Torturer, but I don't think that that's really correct because the Foragers sort of counter that. Um, hmm. Freebie Ironmonger, I think, is better than Alter at this point. Outpost, 8 buys. Yeah, okay, technically this doesn't straight win, but I guess it does. Dang it, that is not what I meant to click. Oh well. It pretty much straight wins because I think that's half the VP. Yeah, anyway. Maybe it wasn't quite half the VP, but whatever, close enough. Um, yeah, I don't know. The bridges, I think that's like a little bit too much foragers, and I was able to get going faster, quite possibly due to a good helping of minion luck. This is one of them if you see the other side. Um, but I think it was pretty clear there that you wanted to go for an engine into King's Court Bridge. We both thought that it was Minion. Why Minion over one of the draw cards? I think just mostly because it's non-terminal. And it reloads. It works well with the foragers and such. Um, I'm not 100% sure that that was correct. Torturer is fairly well countered by Forager because the thing with Forager is you end up running out of cards that you want. Yeah, this looks like a Menagerie engine with Moneylender. Um, to me, I mean, Journeyman Nobles could work as an engine too. But Poorhouses could actually be decent. Um, there is no trashing for estates for the Menageries, but Menagerie is just such a good card. I think you go for this anyway. You can use storerooms if you need to, which is what I'm going to get here. Nobles are going to be good, but Hagglers are going to be necessary first. And I wish I would have done that the other way now. I'm just going to get another Haggler, I think. Though you could get Tactician. I prefer getting another haggler. Storeroom, sweeping these away. I think I actually just want to trash and go ahead and could get a stash, wouldn't be bad, but I either want to get a tactician here. Yeah, no, I think I'm actually going to abandon my original plan and go for tactician and just play sort of a tactician haggler money deck. Shouldn't be too terribly bad. There isn't, unfortunately, a 4 cost that I really want another of. Don't really know that I want Poor House, given the way that I'm going to be going now, so... Well, anyway, I guess we'll get Menagerie Copper, just because I want to get the Menagerie. Yeah, things are not coming up rosy for me here. Ever since I got that first 6, I keep hitting 5, and I don't actually want a ton of 5 costs. I'm gonna play the Haggler here and get Tactician Menagerie. Storeroom works well with Menagerie. I really want to get more nobles, and if I were here, I would get nobles, and probably either Haggler or Menagerie. I might actually get nothing if I were him here. A second moneylender I don't really like. I finally get my tactician. Have like way too many terminals. Um, 5, 7, 9. Uh-huh. Yeah, I don't think I can play this tactician. I gotta do this. Gotta get one of these. Gonna get a storeroom, menagerie. Gonna buy another menagerie. Gonna get another copper and a copper. Well, got a poor house. It's a different card, right? I guess menagerie to cycle these back around. Because I might hit my nobles and be able to do something. I'm in quite bad shape here. And the last menagerie goes. Yeah, okay. Tactician. Uh-huh. Nine, this will give me 11. So I kind of think I have to take. Silver, stash, silver. Bottom, please. Yeah, basically I have a bunch of different plans that aren't coming together at all here. It's quite bad. Storeroom Menagerie Tactician is sort of what my opponent's doing, which actually looks awful, but is obviously going to win. Might not actually be awful, because this is not a very good board. If there were some kind of like 3 or 4 or even 5 cost village, I'd be all over just making a normal engine. as it is, things are not going well. At least this Menagerie will activate. That's nice. There's not even really any hope for me stealing it on piles. Actually, there's no point. I'm just going to resign. Way, way, way behind. Still, you guys aren't commenting. Probably like no one's watching. Um, okay. There's no village here. It's got to be Wharf Bank. Um, do you want a masquerade for that? I'm gonna go with yes, although I'm not totally sure. Obviously, I would rather have 5 in the wharves. Silver. Okay. Bank. If it was straight Wharf Bank, I think I would have gotten actually Wharf there, possibly. But given that I have this Masquerade, I'm gonna be okay doing this. Probably going something like, I'm gonna have a huge hand this turn, right? Um, well, if I draw my bank, which I did not, boo, hiss. Um, yeah, 9. Wharf silver. I think I actually just start going for points now. I only have 2 wharves, that's true. My opponent should go ahead and get a 4th one, I'm pretty sure. Well, I'm actually not 100% sure about that. Maybe silver is better. I have 3 of these silvers. Highway, so he's going for highway. That ought to be too slow. I'm going to be pretty content to just go ahead and not play my Masquerade again if I don't need to. I fully expect another highway here, considering that's what he did last time. 7 is an easy bank. I obviously am going to have my wharf here again, so this shuffle is looking pretty nice as well. This is probably going to be another highway. I fully expect this to be way too slow. So province, province, bank. This is probably going to be more highways still. Oh, a gold. Okay. Well, I'll give you a copper. I will go ahead and trash that. Province. Yeah, this is going to be Wharf. 6 and 2 buys. Wow, I sort of actually expected double highway there. Wharf. Okay. And now it's going to be 100% green. My opponent, decent hand. 15, triple province. Triple province loses. Obviously, though, because I have 4 already. But you can never do more than triple. Sort of, well, one of the problems with my opponent's strategy. So I mean, I sort of expect triple province because you sort of have to do that here as my opponent, and just hope that I have a dud because I don't have a Wharf in play. Although if he's a really good deck tracker, then he would know that I have a good hand. Just making sure here. Yeah. Hitting 5 so much was not good for my opponent. Like exactly 5 so much, but sometimes you actually just have to take the silver, although it's no fun. Um, I got pretty good shuffle luck. Not on the last shuffle, of course, and not the greatest earlier on, but pretty good. All right, continue. I'm not sure whether it was correct to get the Masquerade or not. Not 100%. Um, yeah, I actually got pretty lucky with the Masquerade passes. Okay, and Apothecary for an engine. It's immune to knights. This smuggle stuff. Counting house. Apothecary goes with Herald. I think that's what we want to do. Um, smugglers. Which is potentially bad against knights. But the other option really was Watchtower. There's no great plus buys. Okay, you're going to smuggle that. I don't actually smuggle a second one here if he doesn't buy anything, or if he just buys that, because I don't really want another one. Here I'm obviously going to get a Herald. Probably going to smuggle into top deck something here. Yes, it is indeed what I shall do. And also top deck. Can gain a card costing up to 3. Fine. Ooh, I want that one. Unfortunately, I'm never getting it because my opponent's getting it here. That's not the greatest thing ever, I suppose. Oh, I am getting it here. Sweet. If I can attack my opponent's heralds, they'll be nice. That'll be real nice. Okay, and I can just gain schemes up. Herald has a nice interaction with Apothecary because Apothecary lets you reorder the top of your deck. You can make sure to hit something with your Herald. Um, yeah. It's possible to go for Torturer Chains here and possibly correct. Um, top decking that, gonna buy something and top deck it, I fully expect. But Torturers can be smuggled and Knights can't. Um, also, Knights eventually trash the stuff. There's a Trasher Knight, which can help you out. And there's like Bishop to clean up curses if you really need. A single bishop wouldn't be bad at all. I actually think the biggest prize here in terms of knights is Sir Martin, just because plus buys is something you really want. This is not bad at all either, though. Smuggle the Herald. So both of us each can only actually make it up to 7. Something to keep a note of. Yeah, dun dun dun. Yeah, these are really annoying interfaces, the having to place back. Now he's considering what he wants to do off of his heralds. You probably want to do the Herald into smugglers or something. Yeah, and top deck that, and Dame Molly hits my watchtower. Boo hiss. It's going to be an Apothecary on top. Oh no, played the watchtower. Interesting. Well, I can gain this back anyway. And let's get the last one of these for kicks and giggles. I want Apothecary on top of my deck, please. So these have been sealed off now. You can smuggle another watchtower, but that's not really a good game. Um, if I were very lucky, he would have been forced to. Um, but okay. No dice. Ooh, does it anyway. Interesting. Bishop, yeah, that's reasonable. Um, it's roughly a card you want. Give me the bishop, please. Oh, I should have played this first. That was sort of stupid. Thanks for asking. Okay, now let's just get more schemes. And another knight. And this one is not bad. He has the discardy knight, so I think I discard the estates if that comes up. Which is sort of a shame because I'd really love to bishop one of them. I mean, that's really what you want to do with your bishop. But I probably smuggle. I would have smuggled the scheme. Top decking a bishop. Interesting. Okay, has that going on. I don't think that I actually trashed this estate because I want to bishop it myself. Okay, Apothecary first. Scheme, Apothecary. Okay, now 3 actions are going to be first, Sir Michael, make you discard before I bishop. Then I'm going to smuggle, and then I'm going to bishop. That's fine. I don't want it on top, though. And then I'm going to get another knight. And I am going to top deck that, and an Apothecary, and a Herald. Okay. So now I have the capacity to make it up to 9, which would be great because I'd love to get a platinum, which is unsmugglable. Again, I don't want to trash this because I want to trash it with my own stuff, which I'm reasonably likely to be able to do. Um, got to worry a little bit about pile endings, but I don't think a ton. I have an advantage in terms of I have more knights. Scheme, Herald. Well, there goes the gaining one, which is perfectly fine by me, especially to take out the actions one. Okay. Smuggling another bishop. You can bishop bishops, that's not bad. 8. Could get a province. It'd be a very annoying thing to do. But I'm actually not that worried about 3 pile endings. I mean, bishops are sort of low, and smugglers can do things, but eh. Anything else will be perfectly reasonable with. I think this may be the best play, but it's not the greatest thing ever anyway. Um, so I want to herald into herald into herald. So smugglers on top because I don't want it to get played. No. Herald on bottom, then scheme, then herald, then smugglers. This is how I want to do it. Sir Bailey. Good. I want to hit that. Okay, get an apothecary. Okay, apothecary on bottom. Then something, then herald, then watchtower. So we herald into this. Okay. Now I bishop these estates. Still don't quite have enough money. Boo hiss. Smuggle a bishop that I don't actually want on top. Get a province over another apothecary. So if I lose, I'm losing fast. And okay. Okay. And the longer the game goes, the more my knight's advantage is going to count for something. So that's another reason to not go for apothecary. But I'm also hoping at some point to be able to draw 9 money and buy a platinum. It's kind of my main plan. Here comes a herald bishop trashing a bishop, maybe. Oh, trashing a potion. That's actually really, really nice for me because it means that these apothecaries are safe. I guess you could buy a potion back, but it's going to take a couple turns for that game end scenario. So that's pretty darn nice. But I guess he's really looking at getting to 9. Smuggles a bishop, considering whether to top deck. Doesn't. Bishop's a bishop. If you have all the coppers and can bishop 2 non-coppers, you get to 9. Like this is sort of the plan. But this is immune from everything, so you really want that. Ooh. Yeah, so he's getting there. I assume. Right, this is, yeah, oh, he even got to 10. I assume he's going to get a platinum here, yeah. Okay. And Herald goes back. So I want to leave on top of my deck the probably not smug. Well, yeah, probably smugglers. Oh no 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 no! I want to hit the watchtower, leaving the least of these possible on top of my deck. Play this, get another Apothecary. Not have too duddy of a hand anyway. I am a little behind now. Um, he's hit the 9 first, but I think I have more engine components left. I'm also obviously reasonably behind on points. But the more time goes on, the more I'll be able to, yeah, trashing a copper is actually pretty good looking for me, although I guess he's going to get another platinum soon enough. And then it won't be so good. Um, but if I can get rid of his heralds, this is big game. Um, yeah. So I think that's also another reason why he's smart to put one on top of his deck every time with this. Why it was smart for him to put the Herald on top with his scheme, as opposed to something else. So he has 13. He gets colony already. It's probably the right call. Okay, well, that was a long stretch. Scheme, Sir Bailey, hit a bishop, sweet. Um, so here I can leave a Herald on top of my deck if I do it. No, I can't. I'm going to draw this all no matter what. I mean, unless I also leave the province, which I don't want to do. So, whatever. Sir Michael. Herald. Bishop of the province. Bishop of the smugglers. Bishop of the watchtower. I don't really need it. I want to hold on to this potion. Um, I want to hold on to the potion in case I want it for a 3 pile ending business. Um, and now I think I just play for a long game, try to hit out his bishops, and go through platinums, trashing those basically. Um, I think I'm in pretty good shape if I do that. Because I've hit a lot of his heralds. Bishop to bishop. If I can hit his bishop out, um, yeah, I mean, I have some chances. Scheme, I will make sure I hit. Okay. Apothecary. Scheme, I want to make sure I hit. Apothecary. Okay, I concede myself. Concede my next hand as having a herald if I play it this way. No, shoot, I misplayed that. Oh well, I want to play this knight, so forget what I just said. Okay, now I bishop the potion. I bishop a bishop. I buy a colony. As long as the game goes long enough, I'm fine, right? So if I bishop potion and platinum and not a third thing, then I can buy a platinum. Is he trashing his colonies? No. So be down by like 20. Alternatively, I can bishop potion and bishop, buy a colony, and be down by 11. Yeah, I need to go for this long-term strategy. So we bishop potion, copper, platinum, and copper even. Buy the platinum back. Should have been a couple of coppers instead. I'm gonna need to keep a couple platinums towards the end. I hit out a copper? I don't think so. Okay. Herald into Apothecary. Sir Bailey. Herald. Sir Michael. There, I hit a Herald. Good, good, good. Bishop copper. Bishop copper. Bishop copper. Buy a second platinum. Okay, so I'm down by 1 point on ships, 10 points on colonies, and 6 points on provinces. And I am going to just make him get all of this stuff. I have 3 bishops. There's 2 in the trash, which means he still has 2, which is quite annoying to me. But his economy is going to start really tanking here, which is really nice for me. Done. Yeah, so that's a bishop I can't hit. He should probably get platinum here. But, okay, yeah. Can do it this way. Herald into Apothecary. Now we want to hit into Scheme. Play Apothecary. Get the Herald on top. Sir Michael. Play our bishops. Lead whatever the last card is there. I can't remember what it is. Oh, let's draw it. Okay, it's another Herald. Have an essentially golden deck. And go ahead and grab one of these. Which I think is safe enough. Possibly I should have gotten platinum instead there, but I think I should be okay. I'm probably going to have to ditch one of my bishops here soon. Here he just ditched one of his. He gets another colony. Okay. So what's the score? I know I'm behind by a somewhat significant margin, but it's not huge. I hit Sir Bailey. Good, I keep hitting things. Now I want to Herald into Scheme. So Scheme bottom, Bishop, Herald, Bishop, Herald, Herald into Scheme, Scheme, Apothecary. I want to Herald into Sir Michael. I want to leave an Apothecary. No, I want to leave a Herald on top. If I can hit that bishop, I am in such good shape. Okay. Now I bishop a colony, and I bishop a bishop. I mean, if I just bishop a bishop, I'm fine, but I'm gonna bishop, bishop. I'm gonna bishop a colony. I'm gonna buy platinum number 3. Maybe should have held on to the colony. Yeah, that probably would have been better. Gonna be able to chug through these. Platina if I need to. He's leaving the bishop in his hand for next hand. I don't like that. He has 14 money. He has a couple of, okay, so he has 2 platina, which means I've probably been playing this a little bit wrong. I mean, at some point you got to run out of stuff, right? Apothecary. So I want to leave Apothecary on top of my deck. Is that possible? Apothecary and Herald on top of my deck even is possible. I just do this. I play my schemes. Bishop of Platinum. Or look at the score. I'm pretty behind. I can Bishop a Herald. And buy a colony. So I have 3 points more than that. I'll be down by a little bit. Yeah, I mean, I think his deck is good enough that over time he'll be okay. My attacks aren't so great. Done. 11, boo, hiss. Okay, Apothecary. Herald into Sir Michael. Apothecary. Wait, what was that card? It's a Herald, okay. So I can Bishop Herald, because I don't need that many. $57. So they're giving me to 67. So I think I Bishop Herald and buy Province and hope. Or maybe a Bishop Apothecary as well. Yeah, I probably do that. Seven. It's a duchy. Okay, what's the score now? 68 to 81. Okay. Need to hit my Herald, hit my scheme. Scheme on bottom. Okay, hold on. If I hit the Herald and hit the scheme, I'll have Herald left. Who went first? I need to draw my other bishop. That's an issue. Who went first? I went first. Okay, so I actually have to win outright. Scheme, colony, Herald, platinum, Herald. So the province is on bottom. Then I Herald into Sir Bailey. Yeah, and I think I win. Now, if I bishop this, and buy a colony, 68. Okay, so bishop, Herald. Yeah, okay, I can count. I can even play Sir Michael. Hoping to hit that duchy. But whoo, just got there. Yeah, I mean, that bishopy goldeny deck, it was just a matter of whether I was going to hit enough of that economy fast enough. Getting the second platinum meant that I knew it was going to that it was going to be that he wasn't going to be able to sustain because eventually those two platina and a copper are going to come together. So I really needed to start making it a run with it with both the combination of green and expensive things to trash with bishop. Um, but the big issue was whether he was going to be able to finish the game off before he let up enough that I was able to get in. And me being able to hit his heralds and his bishops really helped with that. Because his bishops also helped him keep his deck thin, trashing green cards and maintaining a fairly solid economy. I actually need him to sputter rather than just not getting as many points a turn. I was far enough behind. So, um, yeah, I was able to pull through. Um, all right, I think that's going to be it for my stream for now. It's almost 4 hours, so that's really long. But thanks for watching as always. Please leave comments on the video section, leave your questions, put timestamps, and I'll catch you all later. Thanks. If I remember how to stop this recording. Yes.